The truth about late autism diagnosis. I've been an autistic gamer dad for 45 years now. And let me tell you, getting diagnosed with autism late in life is no walk in the park, but it's more common than you might think. I didn't find out I was on the spectrum until well into adulthood. For over 4 decades, I just thought I was a quirky, socially awkward guy who really liked video games. Turns out, there was a reason I saw the world so differently. Getting that late diagnosis was a revelation. Suddenly, so many things about myself made sense. My laser focus on my special interests, how I could spend hours gaming without even noticing the time pass, the way I struggled to connect with people and missed social cues. But getting diagnosed later in life comes with its own set of challenges. You've already built an identity, a life, without knowing you're autistic. So when you find out, it can really shake things up. For me, gaming has always been a refuge, a way to escape the confusing, neurotypical world and immerse myself in a space where I make the rules. Gaming gave me a sense of control and predictability I craved. As an undiagnosed autistic, I just thought I was a hardcore gamer. First-person shooters, RPGs, platformers, you name it, I played it. Gaming was my special interest before I even knew what a special interest was. But after my diagnosis, I started to see my gaming habit in a new light. It wasn't just a hobby. It was a coping mechanism, a way for my autistic brain to decompress and regulate itself. Realizing I was autistic also helped me understand my parenting style better. I've always been a pretty unconventional dad. I relate to my kids through gaming, info dumping about my special interests, and being unapologetically myself. Before my diagnosis, I worried that maybe I wasn't parenting the right way. But now I know that being an autistic parent is a strength, not a weakness. I can model self-acceptance and show my kids it's okay to be different. Of course, not everything about a late diagnosis is positive. There's a lot of grief that comes with it too. Grief for the struggles you faced not knowing you were autistic. Grief for the misunderstandings and missed opportunities. When you live most of your life masking and trying to fit in, getting diagnosed is like realizing you've been playing life on hard mode without even knowing it. And that's a hard pill to swallow. There's also the challenge of unlearning a lifetime of masking and coping mechanisms. When you're diagnosed as an adult, those behaviors are deeply ingrained. Letting go of them and learning to embrace your authentic autistic self is a process. For me, gaming has been a key part of that process. It's a space where I can unmask and be myself without fear of judgment. In the gaming world, my autistic traits are often strengths, not weaknesses. Gaming has also connected me with other autistic folks who get it. We can bond over our shared special interests, swap stimming techniques, and create a sense of autistic community and pride. But even with the power of gaming and community, navigating life as a late diagnosed autistic is still tough. There's a lot of internalized ableism to work through, a lot of recontextualizing your past experiences. It's like looking back at your life story and realizing there was a whole other plot line you never even noticed. Suddenly, all these seemingly random dots start connecting in new ways. For instance, my sensory sensitivities make a lot more sense now. The way certain sounds or textures would completely overwhelm me, how I'd get so drained by social situations. It wasn't just me being sensitive. It was my autistic neurology. There's also a lot of anger that can come with a late diagnosis. Anger at a world that isn't built for neurodivergent minds. Anger for all the times you were misunderstood or mistreated for being different. As an autistic gamer dad, I've channeled a lot of that anger into advocacy and raising awareness, using my platform to share my story and fight for more understanding and acceptance of autism. Because here's the thing, autism doesn't end in childhood. It's a lifelong neurotype that shapes how we move through the world. And for those of us who are diagnosed late, that shaping happens without us even realizing it. Getting that diagnosis as an adult is like finally being handed the instruction manual to your own brain. It doesn't change who you are, but it changes how you understand yourself. For me, it's been a journey of radical self-acceptance, of learning to love and embrace my autistic self, quirks and all. And a big part of that has been finding power in my passions, like gaming. Because in the gaming world, being different isn't a weakness, it's a strength. Thinking outside the box is an asset, and that's a mindset I try to carry with me everywhere now. My late autism diagnosis didn't change who I am, but it did change how I move through the world. It gave me a framework to understand myself better, to advocate for my needs, and connect with my community. And honestly, I wouldn't trade that for anything. Being an autistic gamer dad is a core part of my identity now. It's how I relate to my kids, my friends, and myself. So if you're an adult who's been recently diagnosed, know that you're not alone. There's a whole community out here who gets it, who understands the unique joys and struggles of navigating a neurotypical world in an autistic mind. Embrace your special interests, find your people, and know that your autistic identity is something to be celebrated, not ashamed of. It's never too late to learn to love your authentic self. As for me, I'll keep gaming, stimming, and being unapologetically autistic, because that's who I am, and I wouldn't have it any other way.